How's it going, boys? I hope you had a great first week back in person learning. I didn't put a video out last week because I was busy myself getting ready, and I thought I'd give you guys a break to get your groove back on at school. Um, Today's video is we're calling this Growth Mindset Smart Goals 2.0. And I want to talk to you a little bit about um, not so much about you, the physical hockey player, but you, the mental hockey player. And now that we are back at school, I want to talk to you just about the importance of working hard at school and being a good thinker, because that does transfer over to your games. Whether you want to believe it or not, the way you think matters, and how you do at school matters. I have had scouts and skills coaches ask me, how does this player do in school? What are they like in the dressing room? Are they a smart kid? It matters. And I have a great video here I want to show you. It's Sidney Crosby when he was 14 years old. So very close to the age you guys are right now. Let's take a peek at that video.
What do we have today?
English thing.
When 14-year-old Sidney Crosby is in grade 9 at a junior high school in suburban Halifax, he prefers to be known for his smarts
I had 28.
and good grades.
I'm about 90% average.
But when class lets out, Crosby suits up for a role that has brought him acclaim throughout Atlantic Canada and to the attention of hockey scouts all over North America.
Well, I think Sidney has a great deal of potential, and he is the best talent I have seen in a long, long time.
While scouts marvel at his passing and skating skills, they're more impressed by his mind for the game.
He's one of those players that people say, geez, the puck always seems to find him, but he's finding the puck well ahead of when it's happening.
I think for him, he's a can't-miss kid, and I think that he has every attribute to be a great player.
Crosby began playing hockey at age 5.
So, a few things I want you to take from that. I don't know if you heard him say there that he has a 90% average in high school, grade 9. I watch a lot of London Knight OHL games, and I don't know if you guys have ever been able to see when they will often recognize certain players for what they do, something special they've done in the month. And one of the things that the players do get recognized for is their academic performance. And when they call those guys to the carpet there before doing O Canada, they have averages that are in the high 90s. And I'm not saying you have to be a straight A student, but you do have to be a hard-working student. One of the things I love about Crosby, and we can have the debate on Connor McDavid and Crosby, who's the best hockey player is. But what I love about Crosby is just the poise and the way he carries himself. Right, you can tell by talking to him he's a wise man. When he first entered the NHL, now he did do some immature things when he first entered the NHL, but the way he spoke, he was so well spoken. You could tell that he has he was prepared for any situation, and that's the part that. I think people they miss that. They miss that all of the behind the scenes work that it takes to become a great player, to be great at anything, not just hockey. You have to really work at it. And what we see as fans, whether it be hockey or another sport or any career, we see the finished product. What we don't see is all of the hard work that goes into it. And Crosby was not born. Now you'll find people that, and I've heard, a lot of coaches will say, "Oh, it's a natural gift. It's a natural gift," and that really bugs me, because it's like saying the person has not worked at what they've done. It's hogwash. The people that are good at what they do, whether it be hockey or anything else, have put in hours and hours of practice time. Now, they might not consider it practice time. There's another video I could show you about Wayne Gretzky talking about he never did practice because practices aren't fun, right? He did the things that he did because he loved it. So, 2 weeks ago, we were talking about SMART goals, and I asked you guys to fill in the form, and the last question on the form was, what is your SMART goal? Be as detailed as you can. If you really care, prove it. And what I did not like were the people who gave me 3-word sentences. I think that's just about the smallest amount of words that you can put together to make it an actual sentence. 3 words. That does not show me that you care. It does not show me that you are thinking. So I had a range of 3-word sentences all the way up to well-written paragraphs. And that it matters. It shows me, when I read those paragraphs, it shows me that you are a thinker, and that matters in hockey, right? I really enjoyed, you know who you are. I don't need to, I'm not going to center anybody out, but I really liked that there were some people that even made sure they set up their paragraph so I knew what their S was. I knew what their M was, and their A and their R and their T. I could tell that you were thinking about it, okay? So why do these goals matter, okay? If you want to make the AAA team, if you remember from a couple of weeks ago, we started off, I said, a lot of people say, what's your goal? Oh, I want to make the NHL. And that's too big of a goal. I said, but let's break it down. I need to make the OHL. Okay? Well, break it down again. I want to make the AAA team. Okay? You guys are not on the AAA team. Why? Ask yourself that. Why are you not on the AAA team? That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to break it down. Is it because you're not a good skater? Okay? Well, what is it about your skating that has to get better? We need to break it down further. Do you have to get faster? Do you have to work on acceleration? Do you have to work on your sharp turns, your pivots? What is it specifically? What is it that you need to work on? Okay? Do you need to become a better shooter? What is it that you need to work on? You can't raise the puck. You have no accuracy. Okay? Your hockey IQ. So, and eventually I want to start to move into some videos that, talk a little bit about positional play and stuff. So we will work on some hockey IQ. But the whole idea here is by you sharing with me your SMART goals, I know how I can help you as a coach. So what I'm asking here is, can you identify what your strengths and your weaknesses are? Because what we will often do, if you don't sit down and think about it, if I told you to go work on something, and I'm guilty of this too, this is the human nature. We will work on things that we are already good at. And I'm not even talking just about hockey. If you have a math test coming up, you'll find, unless you're really thinking about it, you'll study the things that you already know how to do. All right? So being able to identify our weaknesses will make sure that we're actually practicing and focusing on the things we need to work on. Now, I'm not saying you don't practice things that you're already strong at. We just want to make sure that we're putting more time and thinking more about things that we're weak at. All right? So going back to what I said earlier about being born a certain way, don't believe that. Okay? You might have an advantage at birth, or a head start is what I call it. Okay, when we talk about they're a natural, there might be a head start, but you can get better at anything as long as you are willing to put the work into it. If you don't believe that, you have what's called a fixed mindset. So I just want to go through here mindset characteristics. Okay, so we have fixed mindset and growth mindset. I want to talk here real quick about a fixed mindset, and hopefully we can move our thinking. If we're not already thinking this way, we can move our thinking to a growth mindset. Right? People with a fixed mindset believe that skills and intelligence are set. Okay, you have what you have. You're born that way. Okay? People with a fixed mindset, their main concern is how they look. They're performance focused. They're the type of people that don't want to work on the things they're weak at because they don't want to look silly in front of others. Think about what you're like in practice. If we go back to the last time we were on the ice and we were working on those stride shots, and I could tell that was awkward for you, okay, for a lot of you, okay? And some of you, it was so awkward that you wouldn't actually try it. You wouldn't give it that full effort because you didn't like the way, I could tell, you didn't like the way it made you look. Effort. People with a fixed mindset, it's something you do when you're not good. How a person with a fixed mindset approaches challenges. They give up or they check out. How someone with a fixed mindset approaches feedback. So this would be when the coach is talking to you on the bench after a shift, or if the coach calls you over after finishing a drill. People with a fixed mindset take it personally, or they get defensive. Mistakes. People with a fixed mindset hate them. They try to avoid them at all costs. They do things, they make sure that they stay inside their comfort zone and do things that they're good at. As opposed to the growth mindset. And this is what I hope that we can be a team of players who think this way. Okay? Because whether you're a fixed mindset or a growth mindset does not mean that's how you have to say. Okay? It might mean you have to think differently. And over time, it'll come. People with a growth mindset approach skills and intelligence as something that can be grown and developed. People with a growth mindset, their main concern is on learning, getting better, and their process focus. They know that the effort they put in will work. People with a growth mindset, when they approach effort, realize that it is an important part of learning. People with a growth mindset face challenges straight on. They work through it. They persevere. They don't let it get them down. They show more grit. And we'll talk about grit in the future as well. People with a growth mindset love feedback. They crave it. Okay? One of the things that I would encourage you, whoever your coaches end up being next year, is don't be satisfied with certain comments you might get. Okay, don't be satisfied with good job. Always be striving. Okay, what can I fix? What can I fix? What can I fix? Okay, even in your best games, what can I fix? What can I fix? Growth mindset. People with approach mistakes as learning opportunities. I love mistakes. Okay, as a coach, this is kind of maybe one of my faults as a coach. I almost fixate on mistakes too much. Okay, that's what I'm looking for all the time. I'm looking for the mistakes. Okay, but treat them as they're not personal attacks. Treat them as learning opportunities. So what I would like you to do this week, we're going to get to the workout in a sec. I just have a quick survey on the form that when you are finished, it'll give you an idea of what your mindset is, whether it's fixed or growth. And if you're not happy with the results that you get, like I said, don't worry. We can change the way we think. Okay? It takes effort, perseverance, but you can do it. Don't think that you are born a superstar. If you want to make the AAA team, okay? If you want to make the AAA team, it's not going to happen just because you want it to. It is going to take work. And the question is, are you willing to put that work in? Let's get to today's workout. All right, boys, here's the workout for today. I don't have my assistant down here helping me. He's being a good lad, and he's actually doing his own workout as we speak. So I'm going to do my best to show you these, and when I'm done, you're going to see why I don't like being the one to show you. Anyway, warm up this. So we did 2 weeks since our last workout. We were at a 20-minute run. Let's bump it up to 25 minutes, and we'll get to, hopefully we can get to a point where we're at a 30-minute. All right, some of you I think are already close or beyond that, but this time 25-minute run. Don't forget how this 25-minute run works. When you're running, clock is on. If you can go for the straight 25, awesome. If you need to take a break, stop your watch, take your break. You start it again when you're going for your run. So this is 25 minutes worth of running. All right, if it takes you 40 minutes to get 25 minutes of running, that's okay. That's how you get stronger and better. Our mind's on. We just finished talking about growth mindset. Don't forget to do that quiz and fill out the form. And here's your action for today. Number 1 is our workout. We're going to be doing our 30-second reps. I've got 5 exercises for you this time, and I want you to go through that set of 5 3 times. I really like the 30 seconds on, 30-second rest, because we're trying to mimic here the length of an average shift. Okay, so we're looking for 30 seconds of hard work, and then you get on the bench and you recover. So that's what we're trying to mimic here. The exercises that we'll be going through today are toe punches, an alligator crawl, cross under bounce. It'll be slightly modified because it's Coach Andy showing you. Alternating push-ups, which is similar to our power ones we were doing with the ball. And we finish off with skater pop-ups, which is one we did in the first week, but we've got a little bit of a twist on it now. After that, we've got our shooting drill. Let's go run through these exercises, okay? So number 1 is toe punches. For this one, I've got a mat here. I like doing things on the mat because it's not that hard surface, so it actually makes my muscles have to work a little bit harder than they do when they're on a hard surface. But if you don't have a mat, that's fine. The hard surface works just fine, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to put your feet together, you're going to put your knees together, and you're going to try to actually keep your knees locked the whole time. I want you to get up on your toes, and I want you to punch the ground with just your toes, and it's only my toes and my ankles moving. I'm keeping my knees locked the whole time. Well, what this is building up that calf muscle. It's getting that extra kind of kick with your toe to get some speed on more speed on your strides. Okay, so it's just giving you that little last push off for your skating. All right, so nice locked knees, and for 30 seconds, all I want you to do is toe punch forward, and then toe punch backwards, and then toe punch to the side, and toe punch to the side. You're doing that for 30 seconds. Okay, and by the end of the 30 seconds, your calves should be on fire. If they're not, I'd ask, are you really using those toes? Did you keep your knees locked? Okay, that should really burn. 30 seconds on, 30-second break. Next is alligator crawl. This one's hard. Okay, this one will help you if you're doing like a half wall battle on the boards. This one's going to help you kind of get that leverage pushing off. I got a defender behind me in the boards here, the puck I'm battling, and I push off the glass to give me some separation there. So what you're going to do with this one, I'd probably go lengthways just so I have more space, but just so you can see what I'm doing here, I'm gonna go this way. You want about maybe 2 body lengths, about 10 feet. Okay. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get into a push-up, but you're gonna come all the way down, and I want you to keep all the way down and start walking across the room. Okay. Now I want you to go forwards and backwards, and see if you can keep your chest, your whole body, so it's just your hands and your feet on the ground, and you're down in this push-up. I don't want you to come up. I want you to stay down the whole time. Forwards and backwards for 30 seconds. That one's tough. So 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. The next one is our crossover bounce. Now, this is called a Bosu ball. Okay, it's like a half round, kind of bouncy, and the bottom here is flat. Now I can't do this part, and you probably don't have a Bosu ball at home anyway. So here's like version 1. All right. So I'm gonna get left foot back, left arm forward. Okay. So I'm in the stride position, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explode with my right leg. Okay. I'm gonna explode with my right leg up, and then back, so my balance isn't great, and back down, and for 30 seconds, I'm gonna try and see if I can keep my left leg off the ground the whole time. Now, if you've got good balance, and I hope you do, because you've been working on our week 1, 2, and 3 workouts, right? Our balance is getting better. If you have a ball, or even if you have like a pile of pillows or something, okay, and you can do this one, and I call it crossover because when you jump up, when you jump up, I want this foot to cross under and then pop back out. I can't I can't do it. I'll try. 1. Okay. That was close. Anyway, so you want to get your balance 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and then we do 30 seconds with our right leg back. So right leg back, right arm forward, okay? And it's up, up. And if you have a Bosu ball, you can try the cross under. Number 4, alternating push-ups. So this one's similar to when we had the ball, we were doing those power-ups. Okay, so I'm gonna do a push-up, and then I'm gonna alternate. Okay, alternate, back and forth. Okay, 30 seconds worth of those, then a 30-second break. And our last one is skater pop-ups, but this is with a twist. So you remember this one when you're on your knees, okay, and you had to pop up, but when you pop up, I can only get to 2 knees. I don't have the power, the explosiveness yet. We can call it old age, but that would be a fixed mindset, right? So it just means it's something I have to work on. So if you're like me, we're just going to 2 legs, okay? I have here, like a tennis ball will work good. This ball, it's a racket ball. So it's kind of like a squash ball, but a little bit bigger. And it's really bouncy. I like these balls. You can get one from Sport Check for, actually I think they come in packages of 2. It's like $3 or $4, I think, okay? Anyway, instead of me using my arms to get me up, my arms now are gonna come out front. Okay, I'm gonna drop the ball with my right hand, try and catch with my left hand, and explode at the same time. Now what I like about this one, number 1, it's building up that explosiveness. This is gonna help with your speed, and specifically it's gonna help with your acceleration. For skating, but by adding this component, it's helping me be a good decision maker. Can I do this while thinking about catching that ball? Okay, and it's tough. Okay, so ball's in my right hand, I'm going to, and then try and catch. Now, if you've got the explosive power that I don't have, try to pop up from the knees. So you drop, pop up, and land in that skater stride. Okay? And then on the next one, pop up and land on the other foot. And if you can do that, send me a video. I would love to see it. And if you can do it, I want you to brag about it. So send me a video and I can include it in a future video. So 30 seconds of that, okay? 30 seconds on, 30-second break. Then that's one set. I want you to do it 3 times, okay? Try to do this workout 3 times this week, all right? Next is the shooting. All I want you to do is get in some shots, all right? You can work on your stride shot. You can work on any shot you like. If you're sick of working on the stride shot and want to do something else, that's fine. I just ask that you put a solid 15 minutes of real good thinking, right? 15 minutes of shooting. If you can get onto a pond, we've been skating, our family, we've been on the pond 3 days a week. It's been awesome. If you can find one, go for it. Open up like Google Maps or something. I don't even know if I'm allowed to tell you to do this. Just look around your neighborhood and see if you can find like some water on Google Maps and go search, go check it out. Ask your parents if you're allowed. I think that'd be cool. Okay, you can be working on your shots on the ice. Otherwise, shovel the driveway for your parents and get that mat out there and make sure you're firing some shots. Okay, think that's it. You've got a mindset quiz, what do we call it? The survey. We've got our workout for the week. We've got our shooting drills. We've got our 25-minute run. Make sure you're filling in the form. Make sure you're working hard. Okay? We'll see you later, boys.